everybody. Welcome to the Demonetized podcast, episode 6, I think.
I think so.
Off to a good start. I'm one of the dudes talking. My name is Indigo. I'm also joined by the one and only, the incredibly illustrious Maya Fennec.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Maya, how are you doing?
Hey, Maya.
I'm good.
Woo!
How are you doing? Our third party, no,
Our
the
third
creative
party.
genius, day by day.
Hey, how's it going, guys? What you guys
Hey,
been
Dave.
doing? I'm doing good.
All the
How are you doing?
way from Wales. It's pretty good. It's Monday, you know, it is what it is. Well, it's Thursday by the time people hear this, so yeah, weekend starting
Monday.
soon. All right, woo!
Hey.
So, how's your
Trying to,
week
like-
been, guys? What have you been doing?
Oh man, it's been great. The weekend's been fun. What have I been doing?
Yeah.
Wait, Maya, what have we been doing?
Yeah, we went. We went to my
trying to
mother's
stall for
country
time.
house.
Right, we went out to your house and did the what's it called?
Yeah,
Sauna.
sauna.
In the middle of the forest
In the woods.
with your entire
Whoa.
family.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we bathed in a lake.
Wow.
Took a swim in the lake, like
Yeah.
between the.
Yeah, the
Sauna.
sauna was right by the lake,
that
and it
was
was one of
really
those
nice.
that you heat up by burning wood. So it was super hot, and then we went out, and everybody was like, "Yeah, now we're gonna go taking a bath." Right after stepping out of the 70 degrees Celsius into
That
the water,
sounds
that was
magical.
not 70, so that was hot and cold at the same time. But it was an
sounds
experience.
amazing.
I've never
I think
done
it was
anything
like
like that.
20 degrees in the water, in the lake.
Yeah,
water,
but it felt like
which
minus
is pretty
20.
hot,
So
but yeah, after coming out of the sauna, but it was
Yeah.
really nice.
That sounds so fun, though. That does sound great.
Ye- yeah, it was great. And
What
then
have you been up to, Dave?
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
You know,
no,
go on.
sorry.
Not much really. I tell you what I've been doing. I bought the new Spider-Man game.
You have,
Ooh,
and-
you
dude.
did?
Oh my!
I
it is-
haven't.
So cool.
Yeah. I'm
it's
so jealous. How is it?
It is so good. It's so good. It's literally the most fun I've ever had. I'm just loving it. It's
Oh my
amazing.
god.
I
That's
just
awesome.
it's my kind of game as well. Like my favorite game before this was like a game called Prototype, which is like an open world game where you have like superpowers, and this is just like that
Yeah.
on another level. So good.
Oh.
Dude.
So it's
Yeah, I was
definitely
gonna
my
say
new
I
favorite
played
game.
Insomniac games. Their Ratchet and Clank, the reboot that came to the
Yeah, I
PS4 a
love
couple
Ratchet
years
and
ago. I played that one, and that was so good.
Beautiful graphic.
Yeah, and then of course I love the infamous game series on the PS3 and the one on the PS4, and that whole kind of superhero kind of open world vibe.
Yeah.
And this game looks pretty good. I'm not a big superhero fan in general. I haven't like really seen any Marvel movies, but
Yeah.
I am picking
Yeah.
this one up for sure.
Well,
at some
you'll
point.
enjoy the game anyway. It's like it's a really good game anyway. But if you are a fan as well, there's so much like fan service in it. There's so many like references and everything. It's so good.
It's awesome.
Dude, I saw this thing.
It sounds awesome.
I'm not sure about the entire origin story, but there's a YouTube channel called Kinda Funny, and they're like a bunch of dudes who sit around a table and talk about video games, basically. And one of the dudes from Kinda Funny, Greg Miller, who's like a pretty large American dude, short hair, and like he likes to remove his shirt on camera all the time, and like, "Grr, team fat."
What?
And he has this thing where he puts on a Spider-Man hoodie on his face and like, yeah, I'm fat Spider-Man without a shirt.
Spider-Man.
And- yeah, like shirtless Spider-Man. That's his whole moniker. And apparently his shirtless
Okay.
Spider-Man is in the game. If you go to a club, you can find
What?
a guy looking like him, like without a shirt,
For real?
kind of fat,
That's
and like
amazing. That's so
yeah, like a
cool.
homage to him.
It's so.
But is it really to him, or is it just like some random fat Spider-Man?
I mean, no,
dude?
it's not like he doesn't voice him, but it's supposed to be him as an Easter egg kind of.
There is quite a lot of like
It
Easter
is
eggs
really.
and little references in there. Like
Yeah.
So cool.
I'm gonna like try and just. I'm gonna 100% the whole game. I love it so much. It's great.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing and trying to write some music to get ahead on videos, but more Spider-Man.
Would you say Spider-Man is your game of the year so far?
Yeah, definitely. I don't, but to be fair, like I don't play a lot of games. I knew I wanted to buy it because I'm a superhero fan anyway. Like so, but it's my favorite game I've ever played. I think.
Really?
I'm just having it. It's a good game, but the thing with it, I'm just enjoying it so much. I'm having so much fun playing it.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Like So I just love it. It's great.
How's the momentum when you travel? Like when you're just traversing the city?
Yeah, how does it?
It's magical.
It's
It's so good. It's so good. There's a couple bits in the game that I've not really enjoyed, but they're like little bits where you're walking around like as him, not as Spider-Man, and you have to walk really slow. But it's like tiny bits of the game, you know.
Peter Parker.
Yeah. But other than that, the rest of it's just traveling around, like swinging around, it's all just so like natural to do. It gets better as you do it. You unlock suits, which makes it so good. It's so good.
Wow.
Oh,
dude. I don't know if you played the Just Cause video game series, but I played Just Cause 3 quite a bit on the PS4. Which is technically not a superhero game. It's more of a kind of GTA kind of thing.
No. Yeah,
but
I've seen the
do have
playthroughs of it.
Yeah. I mean, you do have a permanent. Yeah.
I love that game as well.
Yeah. Because like you do have this permanent wingsuit, and also you can like scale mountains and like paraglide. And you're basically a superhero, but you're not actually a superhero. And that gameplay is so like just the pure satisfaction of physically playing it is like I can imagine Spider-Man is like akin to that, but probably on a way bigger level in a way.
Yeah, I have got Just Cause, and I do like that game. It's like Just Cause is just like a stupid game that's fun in it, but Spider-Man is so much better.
We're always like,
and I love Just Cause, but Spider-Man.
I think Just Cause was one of the games that Indigo played the most. Like when we were starting to like getting to know each other and started to hang out, and when I came over to your place and we were discussing like collabs, you're like, I have this game Just Cause, and
it's so
the only thing you did, I was like, is it like a story mode or like what's the like what are you doing? You're like, no, I'll show you. It's so cool. You can do this, and then
you like planting rocket mines on cows and stuff.
Sheeps.
Yeah.
You plant like random sheep or a cow or whatever it was, and you put some
attaching
like,
people
wires?
to like weather windmills,
attached like wires to houses. Like, oh my god!
Isn't there
like
another
launching cows into the air?
It's so good. It's so much fun.
Man.
Isn't there another one?
That's like pure joy.
Dude.
Is there
dude, I'm so stoked to play Spider-Man.
Yeah. So good. So good.
Oh man.
But so that's been a lot of my time.
Cool.
Just
also, Dave, I just watched the Jacksepticeye, the third part of your musical.
Oh,
what do you think?
That was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
The positive mental attitude.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh,
I can hear you.
You kind of cut out in my speakers like, what do you think? And you went silent. I was like, oh, she did not like it.
Oh.
No,
I'm sorry.
I just watched it. Oh, what do you think? Well,
no.
No, it was really fun to do. I think
I loved it. It was so good.
Thanks. It was good fun. I'm really happy with how they came out. So
and I like it. Made sense the whole series, like the way you connected everybody that had been featured earlier.
Yeah.
Because
no one managed to get his kind of PMA message
PewDiePie and
across.
Marcia too.
Yeah, I don't normally like. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Sorry.
Whoa!
Sorry.
You alright, man?
Bless you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a really loud sneezer. Thank you.
Clearly you are.
Whoa, my face has gone red. Anyway, what was I saying?
That's alright.
Yeah, because
I really liked how you voiced Marcia.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I need to get people in when I do it again. Like, I'll get you guys, so I need some help on the voices because I'm kind of limited. It's all me.
Of course.
But
sure, man. Whenever you're doing season 2, let us know.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's one more thing about the Spider-Man game. So when you start to swing, like the music like picks up as you get momentum, so you literally feel like you're a superhero. It's amazing. Like, so if you stop, it kind of dies down, and then you come back again. It like builds up. It's amazing. But I woke up this morning, and I was like, just like, you know, in my head there's like music playing as I was like walking towards the PlayStation. You know what I mean? I was just, it's so good.
That's the signs of a great game, though. Like great game design when you like start interpreting real life as game elements from the game.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
do you guys want to tell everyone about your visit to the YouTube space in, where was it?
Right.
In Stockholm.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was one in
quick
Stockholm.
note before we do that, I just want to mention to all the viewers that this is also available, this podcast, on iTunes and SoundCloud. So if you,
right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get that somewhat early in the show. So if you aren't already subscribed to us, please do that on iTunes or on a podcast app on Android, and rate us, please. Give us 5 stars or something. That helps us grow.
Yeah.
And now on to the show.
Nice.
We went to well, technically not a YouTube space, but went to the Google
but
headquarters,
like Google
kind of
and-
YouTube office here in Stockholm.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Wednesday,
Yeah,
almost
the
2 weeks
YouTube
ago.
logo on the
Yeah, and
on the wall
so
and everything.
yeah, and that was like, if you've ever been to a YouTube space, which I'm assuming probably most viewers and listeners haven't. Man, Dave, how would you describe the YouTube space to somebody who's never been there?
It's very youthful. Sorry,
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it.
Like,
It's-
no,
it's
I
a-
heard you
it
said
is a-
Dave. Sorry.
No, you've been to more than me, both of you. I've only been to the London one, so
Yeah, I mean they're all
pretty-
quite similar-ish,
yeah, I guess it is quite
but
modern, current. They
Yeah,
want it to be
I
like a
guess-
contemporary feel,
It's
don't they?
modern, almost like childish, with colors, bright colors everywhere, and everything is very like.
it's like a big place with several big rooms. They have
Inspirational, like a
cafes and
playground.
carpets and wall paintings and like interactive.
They have
art.
carpets.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like an art exhibit, like in a way. I don't know how to describe it, but the YouTube office in Stockholm is kind of the same design mentality has gone into it, but on a way smaller scale. It's basically 2 rooms that we had access to,
Okay.
and then
So they
I
have
guess
like
the rest
there
is
was
offices.
one room that was. Yeah, the one room that was like a big, almost like a conference room, but a bit
Yeah.
more cozy. So they had these like
Like
you know,
bean
fat
bags
boy
and-
sacks
yeah.
on the bean bags they called it.
Ooh, I like beanbags.
And stuff. And then there was a little cafe area. And the nice thing with Google is that every time you go there, you always get free food
Yeah, free
Yeah,
stuff.
nice.
and coffee and like cinnamon rolls and
Ooh.
Yeah, typically you can get
Sweets.
free beers as well, depending on the event. But apparently for this event, there were going to be underage people, so they couldn't have any beer. The problem
what?
was the underage people didn't show up, so we had no beer for no reason.
I was just gonna say that there were no underage people there.
No,
what was
our
the
manager
event?
was like, so it was just a kind of a YouTube workshop kind of thing. My YouTube partner manager hooks me up. She organizes these kind of workshops, I guess, seminars, full day events, maybe 2 or 3 times a year at the YouTube place, and invites all the channels who she works with. I think it's like any Scandinavian channel with 100K or above, I think, gets invited to like join her thing as like have her as the manager.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we went there. I've been to one of these before, but this time Maya came with me as well. So it was cool. It was some group exercises and some seminars and stuff. We had a Finnish channel called the Hydraulic Press channel. Call in on Skype and like talk to us. That's a really cool channel. You should check out.
Do you know that channel, Dave?
I know the kind of thing.
They're just-
I think I've seen like
Yeah,
it in
it's
a
just called,
compilation
like-
or somewhere. Is it where they just
Yeah,
press
so
stuff
the
and
whole
crush stuff?
channel, they just squeeze stuff in a huge,
They have like this huge
hydraulic
industrial
press.
machine, like crush stuff, like everything from like batteries to toys to food. And
That's cool.
this is like the biggest channel, and it's from Finland, the biggest press channel. So he called in, talked to us a little bit. He apparently released a mobile game where you press stuff together, and it was all very inspiring.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool. Yeah, and it was like, what was it like? Ratings based profit? No, what was it? Viewer.
Yeah, we talked a lot,
blah, blah,
lot
blah.
about,
It was called something.
what was it called? I don't remember, but it was like, we talked about, super chat and sponsors and members and all that kind of stuff. Very informative. I highly recommend you attend one of these, Dave, if you ever have the opportunity. I don't know how much YouTube stuff like that they do around Wales. I know there's a lot in London, but
Yeah, I would have to go to the London one, but yeah, that'd be cool
Oh, here.
yeah.
because it's not too far away.
I found the
You back?
YouTube Creator Workshop Day.
Yeah.
Right. Viewer-based tittarbaserade intäkter.
Maya, to be fair though,
audience-based revenue.
Maya, I want to point out you can't share any specific info from that. That was super confidential.
I know.
They were like, we're going to sue your ass if you share this online.
I know.
Okay, you started reading the document. I was like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna get me in trouble.
No. It was just that was the theme for the day.
Yes.
Audience-based revenue.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to, I was just looking for that word.
It was useful then. It was good.
Yeah, but like the coolest part was like there were so many other genres of creators who showed up. Though to be fair, not as many people showed up this time as the last time I was there, though, sadly. But there was like sports, like a channel who did like he rents the fastest sports cars he can find, and then he races them against each other and like makes videos about that. And some people who made like children's anime, basically Johnny Yes Papa videos, and has like millions and millions of views on each one. And like
and he had. What was cool that he had basically the same channel in like 6 or 7 different languages.
Yeah.
So he uploads the same video, like a "Hi children, today we're gonna learn about this," and then they sing a song or something, and then he just translates the vocals to a different language, and they upload it on like 7 different channels every video in different languages.
They do really well. He had like this whole enterprise thing going, and he was like our age, so I was like, oh wow, wow, dude,
clever, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
I guess if you make that kind of content though, it's not something you would necessarily really enjoy that much. It's just like more of a straight up business model, isn't it? Really.
I don't think it's like necessarily his big creative outlet, so to speak. But
maybe it is.
Maybe it is. Who am I to judge? Of course,
I mean, be creative with.
Somebody may be super passionate about making Johnny Yes Papa videos as well.
Well, that's been removed, isn't it?
You know, he had all these animated characters that he'd come up with, and they had their own names and voices and stuff.
So. And it was like, I'm gonna launch toy lines and stuff. So I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And then there were like one girl who had a DIY channel who made like stuff out of clay. Cool. And different tutorials on like how to make an ice cream out of clay.
Yeah, she had like so many subs. I was like, what, dude?
Yeah.
And like, I'd never heard of any of these channels, but they're all so big. And it's so interesting because that just goes to show like how big YouTube is in ways you basically don't even think about. Like there was a guy who was like, he had a channel where he basically taught English in Arabian to Arabian people or something like that. And so the channel was entirely in Arabian, but he taught them English, and the channel had like way more subs than me. So I was like, there are so many markets on YouTube that it's just so fascinating how big the world is.
Yeah, there's loads of communities.
Yeah, right.
It's really cool.
And it's very encouraging because like whatever you do, if you have a passion for it and you get good at it, you can have success in whatever field you want to excel in, basically.
Yeah, that's a good.
So follow your dreams, children.
How far away is?
But that's funny with YouTube that you can do so many like different stuff, and so many different fields.
Yeah.
It's so wide,
It is weird the different communities and how big they are.
Possibilities.
Yeah, it's good though. It's just that's what's one of the cool things about it, and it's like all this different diversity and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So how far is that away from where you guys live then?
The YouTube office is like
central,
right in the center of Stockholm, next to the central station, basically.
So how long does it take you to get there? Like,
I mean, I live far away.
20 minutes, 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, I live like basically in the middle of nowhere, so like 2 hours ish if I'm lucky. But yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's still like that. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, Stockholm's not a very big city, so yeah.
No.
Oh, cool.
So that was really cool. Highly recommend it if you ever have the opportunity to go do something. Speaking of YouTube Space, by the way, Dave, me and Maya are talking about getting over to England kind of soon.
Cool.
And maybe doing something at YouTube Space. Yeah, but I'm not sure what to do yet. It's so hard to book those studios.
But if we get there, the 3 of us, we definitely have to do a live episode
Oh yeah,
on
definitely.
the podcasts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember
for sure.
how we live streamed like the Christmas live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
For
be
sure.
cool. Maybe we could
in
even
that
use one
little
of their
space.
rooms, so like there's not people,
Yeah.
everyone around like there was last time. That'd be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
That
can
would be
get
awesome.
thrown into their little controlling room like last time, then maybe. But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have studios. Hopefully, we'll be able to use one if we can. We'll see.
yeah, see,
Even if it's a small one.
Well, I went on to the space booking 2 days ago, and I was looking at like dates, and I couldn't find a single free date all year. So I'm like,
Damn.
what? Yeah, like you can book way more in advance I think if you're above 500k or something, you can book way
okay.
longer in advance. So the 100 to 500k people have to like wait even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So,
let me
we'll
know.
see.
Let me know when you're coming down, and we'll sort something out. Definitely, that'd be fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
for
be
sure.
So cool.
Wicked.
For sure, dude, I'm stoked. Oh man.
That'd be fun. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do. Let us know in the comments what you think we should do. What we should, the video we should make.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think it'd be
something that
cool.
we could only do
should
when
make
we're all
like
together.
a channel or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something physical.
Something illustrious.
Something illustrious. Oh,
Hey, by
sure.
the way, speaking of things that are illustrious and physical, what are your opinions about the whole Lil Pump Kanye thing,
Oh.
the
Oh my
Roblox
God.
thing?
Such a Roblox nerd.
That was cool. That was a good idea. Yeah, but they're
so derp.
it's like
It's so funny.
I think it's funny. Their video, but
Mhm.
it's kind of like annoying that like it was trending #1 on YouTube, and like
Yeah.
it's so like explicit. And then if anyone else, any
Mm-hmm.
YouTuber does anything that's like slightly edgy, they'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
But this video is like,
Yeah,
it's like,
and it's
it's
so
super,
much
like-
swearing.
Yeah, the lyrics are. I mean,
yeah,
damn.
Oh my god!
Exactly.
Yeah, I
And
can't
it's
even
like-
quote it on the podcast.
I don't
without
even
being
want to recite it.
I
demonetized.
know,
right?
yeah, that's what I mean. But it's trending #1, so like,
Yeah,
it's just this double standard, isn't it, for like creators? and,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
it's
just a bit
YouTube, you know.
annoying. But the
like-
meme, I like the meme. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
So I guess just to catch listeners up to speed,
Yeah.
so there's
Talk about
a
your
rapper
video.
dude called Lil Pump, who's like a dude, and him and Kanye did a collab. They released a rap song out of nowhere, I think, like no like building up to it or anything, and that was Friday of last week, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
something like that.
they just posted it
Something
in,
like
at 3:00 my time in the afternoon, super randomly. And the song was called "Fucking Ho," I think.
Love
No,
It.
no, Love It. I love it. I'm sorry.
Love it.
Yeah, it's
And-
love it. Yeah.
I love it. That's right. And it's a 2-minute
Just love it.
track, yeah, and with like the two of them walking in a corridor, chasing after some girl, and they're wearing this weird outfits. They look like Roblox characters, but like in
Yeah,
real
they are-
life.
they are dressed up
But
as
also
Roblox
the
characters,
girl
aren't they?
they're walking after, she's like big. I get the kind of feeling that she's symbolizing a grown up, and they're like children because they keep like looking at her and sneaking up like her, like oh I didn't do anything, and
Yeah.
she looks back and points at them like I saw you.
That kind of makes it creepier though
Behave
with the
now,
lyrics.
little children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the song is so vulgar, and they're like, yeah. Go look it up if you haven't heard it. It's super vulgar.
To be fair, like it is catchy. It was stuck in my head after. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Like,
man.
yeah.
But Endigo, I saw your video before I saw that video, so I was so
Oh, you
confused when I
did?
watched
Oh,
your
really?
video. Yeah, I watched your video and I was like, what am I missing? And then obviously I watched the video and I was like,
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, go on. Explain your video
Okay.
a little bit, and then
All right.
I'll ask you something about it.
Okay. So I mean, the whole Roblox thing, like the fact that they look like Roblox characters, that has like become like such a big meme over the past, I guess, 3 days as I was recording
Yeah.
this, and like even to the point that Kanye has tweeted out like a Photoshop picture of them, a screenshot with the Roblox logo, and just tweeting Roblox. And like Lil Pump has done the same thing. But I started. I just saw. I think it was PewDiePie actually, of course, tweeted out a picture from Roblox with 2 characters, and then a screenshot from the video with the 2 of them standing next to the Roblox characters. And PewDiePie said in his tweet, like, they may take our blah 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 blah, but they won't take Roblox from us. And I was
they
like,
may
what
take Fortnite.
Yeah. And I was like, what is he going on about? And then I saw somebody else also tweet out a screenshot from the video. I was like, what is this? So I searched YouTube for Lil Pump, because I thought that was him, just basing on the screenshots. And that's when I saw that Lil Pump, they released this video like 20 minutes prior to me searching for it. And I just sat there like, can I do something about this? Maybe I can record a... So what I basically did was I did a cover of the song, like straight up, but I just changed some of the lyrics to like Roblox terminology, kind of like a really basic kind of thing. And then I just went into Roblox, because Roblox is a level building kind of level creation tool where you can like play levels and create levels. And I searched for green screen, and I found a level that was just a big green screen that you walk around. So I dressed up my character to look a little bit like Lil Pump, and then I screen recorded myself walking in this green screen level. Did the same with Kanye, and then I just took that footage, edited it on top of the original music video with my cover, and yeah, that's about it.
It's good. It's really good.
It's a really dumb thing.
I was, you know, the effect, the like auto-tune effect you have on your voice. Is that melody?
Yeah.
Or is that just?
Yeah, that is melody. I try to make it like purposely sound like, you know, T-Pain-y kind of.
I really like that. I really like the sound. Like, it's good.
I mean, the key is to not sing it entirely in key, and then just tweak some of the settings, like drag down all the the pitch modulation, to, like totally flatten the nose out to make it sound like super robotic. So yeah,
it sounds cool. It sounds funny. I like it. I quite like that style, like of voice. I think it sounds good. Yeah, good job.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I did the entire thing in like literally 2 hours, basically.
But they knew what you reckon. They knew what they were like doing before the video. Like,
you know, at this point, I kind of think so.
I think it's
at least
it's pretty clear that.
I mean, it's so obvious. It's
like a cosplay.
It kind of. Yeah, I mean, basically, it kind of feels like they wanted this to become a meme. Because, like, that's a term we use in my band, Batar, whenever we're planning a music video. We use a term that we call the Doc Brown spider monster, which, if you're not familiar with that term, which you probably aren't, it's the idea that if they were going to do a Back to the Future sequel this year, how would they get any attention? And the way to do it would be to release a trailer for the new Back to the Future movie that starts off with just a black screen, and you hear the Doc's voice saying, "Marty, I think we have some problems." And the camera zooms out from his face, and you see that Doc Brown's entire body is suddenly a huge spider monster. And then, boom, Back to the Future coming next year. That's the way to get attention, right? And so we always discuss with the music videos, like, what's our spider monster going to be with this video to get attention? And I feel like the Roblox outfits was like the Doc Brown spider monster for this video, you know? So even if perhaps Lil Pump and Kanye weren't aware, which I kind of think they were, at least somebody on production has got to have been, you know, some set designer or something.
They know.
Yeah, for sure.
Too big for them not to, you know.
I mean, it's the biggest game with kids.
When does the meme, you know, meet reality? Like, it's like the self-aware meme in now, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
It's kind of. Is it a meme if it's like intentional? You know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of thinking, you know, remember when Donald Trump, our lovely president of none of our countries, remember when he tweeted out the whole Cobb Feifei thing a few years ago? Last year?
Yeah.
And then they did, when Yanni and Laurel, when that meme was happening, you know, when people heard either Yanni or Laurel, and the White House shot a video walking around and asking all the ministers and stuff, like, do you hear Yanni or Laurel? I don't know. And then they filmed Donald Trump is in his office.
I only heard
Cobb Feifei. And it's like, is it still a meme at that point? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like, I reckon they made this video thinking we can turn this into a meme, you know, like.
Yeah.
But I don't think sometimes if you try and force the meme too hard, it don't work. That's they're a bit unpredictable, aren't they?
It kills
like
the meme off. Yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah.
mostly I mean, the best memes are the memes that are, kind of blunt to it and don't realize that they're a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you know, like, this is a meme, I'm making a meme right now, I'm making meme history, then
Yeah.
it's like you already kind of killed it off.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think
It's
the
too
best ones
self-aware.
are the ones that, maybe it's so
They
obvious,
kinda-
but the person they
they
who's
come out of
doing
nowhere.
whatever. Is
Yeah,
really-
yeah.
yeah.
He's kind of like the
Like,
craft
I don't
wow
understand
meme.
that as a meme.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, he
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
that to be stupid.
When it's not supposed to be a meme, and then,
Yeah.
I know, like, he meant it to be like a goofy thing, but everyone just, like, it blew up. So,
Yeah.
but no, I think it's there's a lot of philosophy behind memes that maybe one day we'll get the right guest on to discuss with, because we don't really know that much.
Yeah, maybe. But like clearly there is a formula to it. It just you need to nail down the formula if you want to be able to like create memes out of nowhere. But yeah, man.
If you guys got a favorite meme?
A favorite meme all time? Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
It's
Oh
a hard
man.
question.
I can't pay. It's like choosing between my children. Which one do
My
I love
children.
the most? Wow. Huh.
It's hard, isn't it?
Do you have a favorite
God,
right now?
Wait,
Dave?
sorry. I gotta Google popular memes. I'm blanking on memes.
Right now, I don't think there's any current ones that I'm like massively into. I kind of like the
No.
Well, I did like the shooting stars meme, but then they started like copyright claiming all of them. So, but I did like that one because the edits there was some really funny edits of that. And
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
prefer it when there's some good edits in there.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
about you,
for
Maya?
sure.
It's fine.
What's your meme
I
preference?
I'm always weak to when it's not really a meme, I guess, but it's just weird. But when if in a maybe like America's funniest home videos or something or whatever, somebody makes a video where someone makes a weird noise, like not by intention, they're like maybe they yawn in a funny way or something,
Yeah.
and then someone takes out like those 3 or 4 seconds, cut exactly where John is, and then like repeats it and do stupid edits.
Yeah. I like those kind
Yeah.
of ones. The ones
Yeah,
that
for sure.
they weren't intentional, and then the person who's like
and
who it is, they either embrace
Yeah.
it or they like hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
That's cool.
Yeah, definitely. I can say
Like
some of my favorite memes of
if
this
it's
year.
someone
like,
grumpy and they put like melody, like
yeah,
maybe auto-tune that it sounds like they're singing, but they're falling in the stairs or something, but it makes a funny noise. So it's,
yeah. That's basically how Shmoyoho
becomes a
got
beat.
like their big break back in the day. With Double
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah.
And, like,
I
the
think that's so
ginger,
funny.
kid, and there's loads of fun.
Yeah,
and the Charlie
I
Sheen
think,
one.
Oh yeah, Tiger Blood. I got
was-
Tiger Blood. Win here, win.
Yeah,
here,
winning.
win,
That's
win,
the one.
everywhere. Yeah, dude, Shmoyoho's been at it for a long while.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Been there for a minute.
Pros.
I just went on to when we started talking about memes, I went on to the best meme resource in the world, which is of course Grande's YouTube channel, and yeah, for sure. And same shit, same person, probably. As far as we know.
Oh, I just found I was also just random googling memes, but the the spoon and Ryan Gosling thing. When
Oh,
he
yeah.
was
When he
trying to
doesn't want to eat
feed
his cereal.
Ryan Gosling is like, where you eat your cereal and he's just.
That's good.
That is one of the good ones. I gotta say, man, do you know
I
the
love
way
that.
when that meme came out? That's
Do
I
you
think
know
that
the
was
way?
that's probably the last meme
You gonna knuckles.
that really made me lose my shit the first time I saw it.
That was hysterical when
Like
it
the
came
very
out.
first time,
I
I think it was I saw the PewDiePie when he played VR Chat, his video,
Oh my god.
and with all the Do You Know the Way dudes running around,
Do you know the way?
I just lost it, man.
Do you know the way?
Yeah, that was quite funny.
Like the first, I was
Sista
hysterical.
Commander.
Have you seen
Also,
the,
Steam Hams, basically the same thing. I still watch Steam Hams memes every now and then, and like some of them are just so good.
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah,
funny.
I don't know if it's a meme. It's kind of a meme. It's like a video of like, it's like there's this soft music playing. It's like stay calm, and then it gets you to blow on the screen, and there's like Nicolas Cage with long hair.
Oh yeah,
that's like one of my favorite videos. I love that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. Oh man. Yeah, some good memes. Also, Glub Glow Gab Galab, shout out, big shout out.
Yeah, that didn't last very long, did it?
It did not, absolutely not. It was like popular for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I thought it might get a bit more mileage, but it died. That one.
Yeah,
he was good.
Yeah. Oh man. Actually, so can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, go for it.
Me and Maya were out a couple of months ago. We were at a pub in Stockholm, and we were just chilling out, and this dude, random dude, comes up. Sjätte Tunnan, the Viking pub.
Yes.
You know what I'm about to say.
I know.
Okay, so we were just sitting there
I know.
in the middle of the night. We've been talking to some friends. The friends have left, and like it was just the two of us having some Nord mead at this Viking pub. And some random guy walks up and like, hey, can I sit with you? And he sits down next to us, and he's like this very stereotypical like hip hopper, fan, like with his head.
I don't know if he tried to like impress me or something, but he was like,
I don't know. But he was like acting.
He sat next to me, and we're like, yeah, sup.
Yeah, he wasn't rude or anything, but he was like a very stereotypical, hip hopper dude, as they are typically portrayed in movies. But like he was nice enough. And then we were talking like, oh, what music are you into? And we talked a bit, and he was like, yeah, it doesn't sound like nothing. And was like, yeah, what do you listen to? And he was like, well, yeah, I like Lil Peep a bit. Rest in peace, man. That was when Lil Peep, the rapper dude, recently passed. And I just remembered at that moment that Grande had made a video called Little Glob Glow Gab Galab. I don't know why I remember this, which is basically Grande, he put Lil Pump's hair, he edited that on top of Glob Glow Gab Galab, this whole Glob Glow monster dude. Check him out if you don't know who it is. He had edited his hair onto Glob Glob Gab Galab and like sped up and timed his song to a rap beat, so it sounded like a real gangster rap. And I was like, and I say to this guy who was obviously very drunk, and we're obviously very drunk, like, oh, dude, Lil Peep, dude, you like Lil Pump too? He was like, nah, dude, I don't like Lil Pump. I'm like, well, I got the song that can change your mind. And I handed my phone and my headphones, and like, here, listen to this. And I put on this little Glob Glob Gab Galab video with Glob Glob Gab Galab rapping
so
really bad with Lil Pump's hair. And the thing is, this guy, I don't think he was
but
a big
like
YouTube
the lyrics
fan at
are
all.
still like, I am the Glob Glob Gab Galab. There's double,
but it's like sped up to like a generic like rap beat. And
so stupid.
Yeah. And I don't think this guy, he was a big YouTube fan or a big meme fan or anything like that, because he started watching it and he started like digging it, like or not digging it, but he started like seriously watching it.
Like he didn't understand that we were joking with him.
No, I don't think we conveyed that this was supposed to be a joke in any way. He started listening to it.
He was like, oh yeah, I'll listen to your music. Okay, sure, I'll check it out. And he was like
just,
really listening to it.
He just contemplated it for the duration of the whole, 40 seconds or however long it was. Then he removed his headphones and like super seriously, almost offended, like, this wasn't good at all. Like almost like you tricked me.
Actually listened to the whole thing.
Yeah,
he was like listening to it, like thinking
critically.
Yeah.
I don't know why I find that story so funny. Like
funny.
like the image of him as a super serious, like, yeah, gangster, like watching Glob Glow Gab Galab, like unironically, like at a pub in the middle of the night.
Like, yeah, unironically, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny.
Like, what am I watching?
Like the best memes. Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh man. Shout out to Glob Glow Gab Galab and whoever that guy at the pub was. If you're watching, hope you are. Love and respect.
Yeah, he's a massive fan now.
He's like, man, I gotta see more of this Glob Glow Gab Galab dude.
Glob Glow Gab Galab dude.
So, talking about dead memes, aka meme review PewDiePie, aka T-Series.
Oh.
Okay, that was a terrible transition.
That's so good.
Did we talk about T-Series last week? I can't remember.
I can't remember
I don't
either.
think we did.
Did we? It's
did
worth
we?
bringing up again, real quick.
Yeah, so I'm guessing everyone knows what's going on.
What is
T-Series is probably going to overtake PewDiePie in subscribers, and they're like Indian Vivo. I feel like we did talk about it.
I feel like we might have, maybe. I don't know. Let us know in the comments if we did.
Yeah. Well,
let's just go through it a little bit quickly. So
if you go, yeah.
People know. So there's this huge Indian channel.
I think it's like Indian Vivo, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. They post like music videos and TV shows and like anything really, and it's all very high production, most of it.
Yeah, and it's like by November they're gonna become the most subscribed to channel on YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
At this rate.
Yeah.
So,
but like technically PewDiePie isn't though the biggest, because YouTube have their own gaming and music that are already way bigger.
Yeah. That's true. And I guess
so if you count those channels as being run by YouTube the company, and you count T-Series as also being a production company, PewDiePie is still technically the biggest YouTuber. Yeah. So
I think it's funny because it's like a thing because he's made it a thing, so,
yeah.
So
yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
I don't know. More than anything, I'm just really appreciating the whole T-Series v PewDiePie memes that are going on right now. People taking sides and memeing about the whole thing. I loved your little Lawai Indian version.
That was the best thing.
I actually lost my shit when I saw that. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Because I had the idea
loud when I saw it.
And I was like, should I post it?
You were singing in Indian.
I'm not singing. I'm not singing in it. It's like It's like
is it the translation voice?
The voice.
That is like text to voice.
That was Google Translate, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Google Translate. Yeah.
Google Translate. It's in Indian.
It doesn't even say Lawai at the end.
It's like I think because in Indian, like the order of the words is different.
Yeah.
So
right.
if you listen, the Lawai is like in the middle of the word. They like spell it out. I think.
Oh.
Yeah. And when I translate it back, I think it seems to all be the right words, apart from one, bros has turned into like brotch or botch or something.
Okay.
But the comment section on that video is so funny. I tweeted one and it was like a guy. It was like, I'm Indian and I can understand this. And this guy was like, commented. He was like, dude. He was like, you're not Indian. And then he replied, he's like, bro, I am. And I was like, why are they arguing whether this guy's Indian or not?
You should get YouTuber dubs to cross-reference it.
Yeah, he is Indian, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I was gonna get him, see if he wanted to sing it, but I just
maybe he will.
Yeah,
maybe the white Indian version feat Sam Dubs.
Yeah, he should. I should have checked it with him actually, but I thought it was funny if it was like wrong. I thought that made it even funnier.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another video for you then, like like a remake.
Yeah.
Getting YouTuber dubs to sing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's like, I don't think it's a massive thing. I think Pewds is just making it a thing as like a fun meme or whatever to play on.
Yeah, it's just memes.
Yeah,
but it's fun. It's still interesting though, seeing this kind of. Actually, more than that, I kind of think it's interesting that no one else has caught up yet. I mean, the biggest dudes after PewDiePie, they're all in the like 20s ish. Dude Perfect and Mark and Jack and Dan.
Yeah. I think maybe like Vanos is quite close. Maybe
Vanos is closer, but like he's still a ways away, right?
Yeah.
And then let's see, Vanos, he's at. Yeah, dude, Vanos is still just at 23.5, so he's like up there with Dan and Mark.
Yeah.
But there's this Spanish dude. He's like super big. What's his name? German, I think. Wait.
I don't know.
Right, there are a lot of big, or at least Spanish speaking.
Yeah. So German Garmendia, he actually, he was actually the first big YouTuber to ever reach out to me after I started doing remixes. Like, hey, I love your remixes. I'm like, well, I can never remix you because you don't speak English, but thanks.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool that you
Oh, can't you do it anyway? Like,
I mean, it's gonna be gibberish. He's got 30. I think he's the biggest. He's got 34.4 million. So I think he's the biggest after Pewds.
Damn.
But he doesn't speak English, so But yeah, he's netting like 20, 30, 40 million per video. So yeah, on his main channel.
Wow.
Have you watched any T-Series videos?
Not really.
No, I watched H3 did a thing about T-Series. I watched the videos in their video that they reacted to, kind of.
Yeah,
but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting though, but like, I wonder if it is because it seems like T-Series has got this like a sudden growth over the last couple of months, but maybe it'll continue, maybe it'll die down. We'll see. You know, it's a bit unpredictable anyway. Everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like the Indian, like without doing any research about T-Series as a company, I'm assuming they're like a already huge Indian production company, and they might just have like gone out and like, hey, starting now, all our content is gonna be free on YouTube if you subscribe, making every Indian, you know, mom and dad go like, oh shit, let's do it, you know.
Yeah, and it's like accessible for a lot of people to watch, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like, yeah. So, you know, more power to them. There's probably many hundreds, if not thousands of people working at that company to make it happen. So, you know, if they get it to work, then great job.
It's still crazy, isn't it, that like Pewds is like he's one guy with an editor or with 2 editors and
right. Yeah, and this like it takes this kind of production to even, you know, get close to rivaling him. It's insane. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
It is.
So, do you want to? Should we start answering questions now so we can spend a bit more time on it? What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Because we normally rush it, but this might give us a bit more
like
time
last week we had to do like one due to time. Let's see. Little self plug here. I've got a Discord server for all my fans, which you are free to join if you are a fan of me or these lovely people. And as of a couple of like 1 hour ago, I've started a new channel on my Discord server called Podcast Questions, which is dedicated to just, you know, if you have any questions, you can post them there. I'll look through it during each episode. Typically, I'm like, tweet them or post them on YouTube. But yeah, I kind of want to gather it all on one place. So, to start off, I'm going to pick some from the Podcast Questions thing on Discord. And we're going to start by going with this one from Elbafo B4F0, who says, questions for Indigo. He has questions for each. So starting, question for Indigo. Where to get all those cool clothes? Is there a website that you usually go to? Question for Day by Dave. Will you ever make a Discord server? Did you already make one and I missed it? And then question for Maya. You're awesome. That was a lame question. I buy like everything I own and wear and use. I buy everything off of eBay or random stores in
Japan.
Tokyo. So
when did you buy like clothes in eBay? You buy all the clothes in Japan.
Yeah, most of it in Japan. But like everything that's outside Japan, it's eBay basically. What about you, Dave? Will you make a Discord server?
Yeah, well, I did make one, but then I couldn't figure out how to use Discord, so I never actually used it. But I will make one. I might do it 100k. I might make one.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good thing. Guys, if you want a day-by-day Discord server, get him to 100k. You're close, dude, right?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I try not to...
You're 98, right?
I'm not really
You're like
sure.
right at... Dude, you are at 98.8. You're so close.
Ooh.
Holy smokes. It's coming up.
I need to figure out what I'm going to do at 100k.
Yeah, dude. My God. Dang. If you aren't already subbed to Day by Dave, dear listeners, do it. Get him to 100k before...
Go sub.
Before, I don't know. Just do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
What are the questions we got? Indigo.
Let's see. Fandemonium12 asks, and this may be a quite specific one, but we'll give it a shot. If you guys were a creature from Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, what creature would you be? For example, Bowtruckle, Mooncalf, Demiguise, Grindylow, or Niffler. I don't know half those.
God,
and I say that as a Potterhead, so I'm kind of a disappointment, I guess.
I can't remember the name of everybody, but I do like the white-haired monkey that could see the future.
Oh yeah, that one.
A few seconds into the future.
I need to watch it again. Like I've watched it once and I can't remember anything. So I'll watch it again this week and then I'll answer that question next week.
We'll hold you to that one.
I do want to watch it again.
Yeah, me too, especially with the sequel coming out kind of soon.
Yeah.
The sequel looks way better, by the way. The first one was good, but like the new one looks like the one, you know, to watch.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I like the Nifflers in the movie, the little creatures that Newt escapes from Newt in the city and steals jewelry.
Yeah,
they're cute.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be one though. I would rather have one as a pet, I think.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Maybe.
Let's see. The Naked Numbat says, would you rather eat a horse or a parrot?
A horse.
That's kind of crude.
I wouldn't eat a parrot.
Yeah, well, there was like a whole scandal about horse meat
before.
in like the UK, I think, like a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, right.
So I probably have.
Yeah, it was all over the news in Sweden as well, a couple of years ago, right?
I think it was like IKEA stalls as well.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. IKEA's meatballs were made of horse.
It was a huge scandal.
So we probably have eaten horse, and it was all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, me and Indigo, we have tried raw horse in Japan.
Yeah.
Wow. What was that like?
That's. It was all right.
Yeah, we've eaten all kinds of like raw animals in Japan. That sounds horrible, but all kinds of like raw animals in Japan. It's quite common. It's like sushi kind of style, and like, for some reason you don't get stomach sick from it like you do here.
That's cool.
The weirdest thing I've eaten is whale, I think.
Was it fatty?
Like whale sashimi. It was. Wow. It was more like chewy. Like it was thick. You know, kind of like raw octopus can be sometimes.
Yeah, no.
Or like more like raw squid maybe.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
that does sound interesting.
But it wasn't like, and I just want to like add that it wasn't because they had some issues with illegal whale fishing and stuff. But this wasn't one of those kind of whales. This was
it better not have been
ecological, all right whale.
Yeah,
support the fishes. Yeah. Oh my god. Cool. Yeah, I've never tried whale.
Fair
it feels kind of weird.
Whale.
Yeah. Let's see. Calvin Joyle asks, to Dave and Indigo, will you guys be doing another collab video sometime?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe. We had this idea. Well, maybe I say probably. We had this idea last year that we were gonna do a rap thing, but we never finished that. Do you remember that, Dave?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah. We were going to shoot it at space, right?
Yeah, that's why
we couldn't be like
we couldn't shoot
like
it
a rap battle.
Yeah,
I think you even recorded all your parts, and I just never got around to doing it.
I think we had to leave.
Oh man, it was all my fault.
Yeah, no, we couldn't film it. Remember, because we had to leave because they had a party.
Yeah. That's why we only did the little top 10 thing in the control room place.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll do some videos together.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, technically, this is a collab video, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
And then he also says, to everyone, do you think you'll try to bring guests onto the podcast? And if so, what types of people would you want to bring on?
All the guests.
Thank you, Calvin, for the question. Every guest. I mean, we talked about it. I don't know. Right now, we're still having like technical issues. Like every single time something happens. Like last week's episode sounded pretty bad because I messed up my recording. So I'd say, personally, I wouldn't feel confident bringing on a guest until we got our shit together, which we don't really have. We almost have it, but yeah.
When we've
getting better, we're getting there.
Yeah,
but, we want to get some more.
Then we'll invite some guests.
Yeah, for sure.
But we do want to. We definitely do want to.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have. I've reached out.
We have already a list of.
So please be excited. We'll see. PewDiePie confirmed. Hashtag. We'll see. Guys, do you think we'll ever get Pewds on?
No
do you think
spoilers.
he listens? Do you think he listens to the show?
No.
Pewds, if you listen, give us a secret sign that only we will get. Somehow. If you don't, then give us a sign that you don't.
Yeah, by doing nothing, that would be the sign.
Yes. Then we assume you listen.
Yeah. Then we assume you listen. But yeah, we want to get guests on eventually when we've figured all our stuff out. When it's a bit
for sure. We're still growing, not even 10 episodes in. But like maybe for the, I don't know, some anniversary we'll do like some special
like episode number 20 or something.
Lilia Awesome wants to know, Dave, what is your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Ooh. Ooh.
What about
good
you guys?
pick. Good pick.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
Purple was my favorite color when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards pink now because it's basically purple but happier. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I quite like
that sounds so stupid.
I know what you mean.
I like blue.
Blue.
I like blue or like the combination of red, white, and black, like a Pokemon ball.
Yeah, that's a great combo.
Or like just like red and white. I think red white is a very beautiful color.
I saw something.
Combination.
I saw something that I took a photo to show you, Maya. Yesterday, I went to a vintage. I went to a vintage fair, and I got like some clothes and stuff. But they had you know, like pocket watches.
Yeah.
They had a pocket watch with a Pokemon logo on, like a Pokeball on the front. It was really cool.
Wow.
I'll send you the photo later.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, you have to.
It's really
That
cool.
sounds so cool.
Anyway, that's a good question. Any other questions?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
I mean, there are more.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, sure. Let me dig a little bit. Lowe's asks, spooders or snakes?
What? What did you say?
I said loud and clear.
Spiders or snakes?
Spooders or snakes? That's how they spell it. So.
Okay.
I guess spiders or snakes. No context. It's like, it's not which one would you want to eat or which one do you want to pet or get killed by. It's
Which one you want to sleep with?
Oh, but
I think I'd go with snakes.
For sleeping with?
What?
One limb is
God
better
damn
than
it.
8. In general, I think snakes are cooler than spiders, I guess.
Yeah. If I was like a superhero based on one of them, I'd pick spiders because then I'd be Spider-Man.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
For a split second, I thought you were saying like, "Man, I wish there was a superhero based on spiders." That'd be so cool. I'm like, well,
It's like,
Chris had a really good idea. He could stick to walls. He could swing around.
like,
We could call him
nobody thought of it.
Spider
And what
Guy.
if Insomniac Games could make a game based on it? That would be so cool.
We could call him Arachnid Fella.
Arachnid fella.
8-legged dude.
Maybe something like super spider,
Ooh, that's good.
or like man spider,
Man
human
spider.
spider, maybe
Spider Man
Yeah.
of Spider of the Man.
spider human.
Spider Man.
Nah, too casual, too commercial.
Yeah, that would never work.
That would never work. No.
Okay. Let's see. Spankatron says, question for Indigo, but I guess this applies to Dave as well. What inspired you to make, well, he says to make ninja remixes specifically. I kind of want to broaden that a bit and say, what inspires you to make specific remixes out of specific people? And I want to throw that question to Dave. How do you decide on each specific video? Like, where do you start the process?
I tend to just remix of it. Like, I can only really remix people I enjoy. Because I've tried like just randomly remixing people. It's never really worked.
Yeah.
So, because I think I have to enjoy the video that I'm remixing to like then enjoy the remix, and then it's just generally better. So I tend to just I watch people I like, and then if I think the video is remixable, I got a private playlist that goes into there, and then when I come to it, I'll remix it. That's kind of how I do it. What about you, Indigo?
Oh, fair enough. It's really a case by case. I've also tried to like sometimes do people like remix people who I don't typically watch, especially if it's like something that a lot of people are requesting, like do remix this person.
Yeah.
And some of them have just not worked out at all because I don't really know the dynamic of the YouTuber. Some of them have worked out pretty well. I did popular MMOs. I don't watch that channel, but they're cool people, and that one turned out all right. So it's really like it depends. Usually or like often it's requests from people like do this dude, and I watch a couple of videos, and if I like it, then I'm like gonna like okay maybe. Sometimes I'm like nah. But I mean I've tried doing a like on the quite opposite end of that spectrum. I've tried making a remix of Jaden Animations for like a month now, and I love her videos, and I watch like I binged her and the other ones out at the same time a couple months ago, and I've tried doing a Jaden Animations remix for like a month, and I just can't get it to work.
You're like, where?
Even this morning, I was working on something. I'm just not getting it to work. I don't know why. She's funny. Her videos are great. I think it's because she talks very fast, and her background music is kind of loud. I think that might be it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Her voice isn't easy to work with, and she always has background music. So, because I've done a couple, but it's always been like I've had to be a bit clever with it. You know, I haven't just been able to just do straight up like verses from her voice or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw the one you did of her bird. That was like really clever.
And there's another one like, called Awkward as well.
Yeah.
But it's just remix of one word.
Yeah. Because like she posted a new video yesterday, and I was like, well, this is a good opportunity. I watched through it, and I'm like, well, there are some bits I could do. Like, there's a scene with her mother, just screaming "pardon" in different pitches. And I'm like, I could do that. And I started working on that this morning, and it just doesn't work out. I don't know why. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's tricky. It's really case by case.
Weird.
I think Jacksepticeye can be a difficult one to remix sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you've got like Markiplier and Dan, who their voice is just like really easy to work with.
Really easy, yeah, for sure. Yeah, PewDiePie is one who I find personally kind of tricky, but it seems like you don't, because your PewDiePie remixes turn out typically way better than mine do. Just his voice, how it like shapes into music. You know? Yeah, and I also think like maybe his way of talking and his voice maybe fits better with your style of songwriting. Maybe. I don't know, just a theory.
Maybe, he doesn't. He speaks like in shorter verses, kinda.
Yeah.
Like more words than phrases.
Yeah, he's less lyrical.
At all.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But also, I'm because I'm a super fan as well. I think when I'm working on one, I want it to work, so I go that extra, mile to make it work. Yeah,
I think so as well. Yeah, for sure.
And I think that does make a difference if you're like really invested in it. It kind of pushes you a bit further.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Should we take one more question?
Case by case.
I found some questions on Twitter.
All right,
go for it.
So we have here from Teddy66783 to Dave. What will that YouTube musical thingy become a actual series on their channel, or is it just going to be those 3 videos?
Ooh, I've been wondering that as well.
Good question.
It's a good question. Yeah, well, those 3 videos, they're kind of like a proof of concept. I wanted to know if I could do it. I wanted to know if it like worked together. Yeah. And now I know I can do it. It takes a long time, so but now I know I can do it. I'm going to kind of take that model of video, and I'm just going to use it way more. Like, for example, if I do like a video on a certain subject, like a one-off video, I might animate a character over the top of it, or something like that. Yeah. But I am going to continue the musical series. Whether it will be on other YouTubers is another thing. I've got a couple of ideas, but it will continue. I just don't know when yet because there's a lot of preparation and a lot of work. But I had so much fun doing it, so I want to do more of it.
Yeah, it really shows in the product. Like, there's a lot of passion to it. So
yeah.
Happy to hear that response, Dave.
It was weird, but wicked. Thanks, man.
Got anything else, Matt?
Next, another question from Banda Panda _8.
Banda.
If you guys could live in any other time period, which, or rather when, would it be?
Oh, baby. Medieval England fighting dragons and... I don't know, maybe not. I was thinking like a Game of Thrones kind of thing. Then I remember there were probably no dragons in the real world. I don't know. Maybe like... the further back you go, the worse living conditions you'll probably have.
But does this count future as well as past?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I guess future as well.
I guess it does, yeah.
Because like a future where like general flying technology is more like actually available, or like going to space is like an easy option for people to do. I like trying to.
But it could also be like, in that future we can't breathe the normal air on Earth, so we have to
see. That's the problem. I don't know what the Earth is going to be like in 100 years from now.
Yeah.
So,
I think
we're ruining.
Right, like right now, like the period of time I've lived and this next 10 years, I'm happy with that, because like there's technology is enough that we can enjoy things, and there's a lot of access to everything, but you know what I mean, and the world still isn't blown up yet, so
I think
I'm pretty happy
maybe maybe if I could go back in time, like maybe 20 years, but keep my current knowledge and everything, I would just go back and like right as YouTube launches, I will like do the ultimate YouTuber content right away, or like something like that.
Yeah,
like create let's plays and like remixes and everything, like back in 2006, and like
problem with that though
famous.
is like the software would be more expensive, it'd be less accessible, it wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
because 20 years ago,
but
Fruity Loops would have been FL1 and it was not that good, you know.
Yeah, but like if I have the right ideas,
and you
back
wouldn't
in
have any
2006,
YouTubers to remix.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like if I can create, like I like think about Tobuscus back in 2006. Like he did basically modern YouTube content, but with like 2006 quality. So like if I can do let's plays from back then you know, maybe.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I have like, I was also thinking about maybe go like 20 or 30 years back in time, but for for two reasons. One is that I would love to make some kind of collab with Jeff Buckley somehow. Of course he died, so he's dead now. But I would have really have loved to try to contact him and create music together. Somehow. Also, it would have been really cool to be around, like, you know, when Hendrix were at his peak, or when they were just like discovering all this new world of music with electric guitars and amplifiers, and it seems like such an exciting time. And kind of getting away, because I'm having a hard time with like deciding on. I mean, technology is really cool. And I love to have, like, I have a smartphone, everybody has a smartphone, but I have a smartphone and I really love it, and I love to like have everything being so accessible, and I keep it with me all the time, and when I'm out I play Pokemon Go and whatever. But it does take away some of the, you know, when you just sit and wait, and I don't know, you need to wait for the bus for 7 minutes, but now when you have your phone, it's just, you know, the time disappears because it just swallows your time, your phone. But like before, I remember when I was a kid and I didn't have a phone, and you know, you were able to take in more of nature and like people around you, and just be more observant of everything that was happening, kinda. And people were a bit more like down to earth, and more like, because now you don't have to know that much yourself. You like, when you have your phone, you can just Google simply anything. But before, it was like much more about you had to actually, you know, learn stuff in a different kind of manner. And I think I miss that a little bit, in the same time as I do love technology. I love my iPad, which I can draw. And it's like I'm having all of my like oil colors, tush, like ink pencils and water pencils and everything in my pocket, just in this little pad thingy, and I could paint wherever, and it's super convenient. But at the same time, I miss this, you know, analog feeling a little bit.
Yeah, I get that.
Like when you're outside and stuff.
It's like writing in a notebook.
No, your phone swallows so much time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Can you feel that? Like sometimes when I'm traveling, I always like, now I'm gonna have like an hour on this train. I can read a book, or I can do this or that. But time just disappears, and you don't like remember. I was like, what did I do on the train? I spent 1 hour on a train today. I didn't do anything. I just sat on my phone.
You just scrolled through Instagram.
That kind of feeling.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So maybe something like that.
Amen.
That's a good
Just
question.
something I've been thinking
That was a
about.
good question.
Wicked.
Yes, great points.
Should we take one last question, or
maybe we've been going
Indigo,
for way more than an hour already, but
I just saw that, Indigo, you missed to read something out of one of the questions you read.
Oh.
You read the question for Indigo. Where do you get clothes? Dave, will you ever make a Discord server? Maya, you're awesome. Question
that is true.
For everyone.
Sorry. Question for everyone. Despacito.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
that was it. Yeah, I just thought it was important to, you know.
Should we end it then? Should we end on that perfect question?
Yeah, it's been quite a calm week this week, I guess.
Not calm yet hectic. But it's been fun. Personally, I'm stoked to get my laptop MacBook Pro back from service tomorrow. So let's see if it's fixed. Awesome. I think I mentioned that on last week's episode. But it's been sent to service for a week now. I got an email that they're like, "Hey, we fixed the keyboard. Come get it." And I was like, "Well, that wasn't the issue. Everything else was the issue." They were like, "Oh, we couldn't find any errors. Come get it." So I don't know. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. We'll see. They're like, "Well, if it still doesn't work, bring it back." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Apple support."
Oh God.
So we'll see how that goes.
Update us on the next one.
Yes, more info next week. So yeah, are we feeling content for the week?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well. So, Day by Dave, the creative genius. If they want to find out where to find out more about things that you are finding out, where can they find out about such findings?
What?
So,
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I haven't had any lunch.
Day by Dave on YouTube, and then on Twitter and Instagram is @DaveDelirious, and that's it. What about you guys?
Dave Delirious. Now, I gotta ask the stupidest question of all time. I'm not a native English speaker. What does delirious mean?
It kind of means like crazy, like, yeah.
Okay.
It's like if
cool.
you're delirious.
That's kind of what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
But Enrico, isn't it like, you know, Lena Philipsson sang I mitt rum kan man säga att jag lever I delirium.
I don't listen to that artist.
I don't know, but delirium, isn't that the Swedish word for it?
It maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But in any case, that was a very illustrious thing of you to say, Maya. So if they want to find out even more illustrious things you are saying, where can people find you?
You can find me at Instagram, Patreon, and YouTube at the name Maya Fennick. And of course Twitter as well. And Facebook.
Twitter as well! Yes. I'm Endigo on YouTube, Endigo Skyborn everywhere else. Still working on getting the username. We'll see how that goes. Thank you for tuning in. Do rate us on iTunes, please. That really helps us out a lot. And see you next week. I guess
next week. If you want us to speak about anything specific, tell us in the comments below. Or if you have a question for us to answer next week, you know what to do.
Leave us comments.
Leave your intros in the
we'll add it in the next
episode of
Demonetized podcast.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.